Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Brett Saves the World, where we answer your questions and possibly, probably save the world. All right, so today on Brett Saves the World, we have a very special friend who has been on one of our Two Opinionated interviews, Robin Fitzgerald, or possibly Robin Elizabeth. We cannot tell. Can you tell us?
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. You can do either one, interchangeable. Elizabeth, middle name, Fitzgerald, last name, whatever.
Because I think it's different on Facebook, isn't it? Because every time
Robin Elizabeth. Yeah, you could even call me ref, like the initials.
Ooh, I like that.
Totally up to you. You guys pick and
She's
choose.
giving us a lot of runway, Brett.
it is, but every time I see you on Facebook, I'm like, do I know two Robins? Because I don't think I do.
So Robin, you were on the show last February, not this past, but 2020. So like right before we all got locked in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
You know, Dad,
I
most
hadn't even heard about the pandemic until you just mentioned it.
it has been what a year. What a
We knew after the end of the last time you were on, we're like, we got to have her back on. It's too much fun. We got to have her back.
yeah. You were one of the last interviews that I did, and that sounds mean because it sounds like I quit because of you. I did.
You quit because of me.
If you could have just been a little better, Robin, you'd probably still be doing interviews.
I bet, this whole pandemic, that's all I've been thinking about.
I thought it's a pandemic of the heart too.
What could I have said? What could I have done? How could I have saved your podcast duo interviewing?
Right.
Could maybe laugh.
It's not too late. That's why we brought you back.
All right, second chance.
So before we get started, Robin, what have you been up to in the last year? Were you completely stuck, or did what are you mumbling about?
This is my show. Brett Saves the World. Get on Mike Saves the World, dickwad.
Oh, you're right. I'm used to being the interviewer.
So,
all right, why don't you go ahead and ask the question?
So, Robin, what have you been up to?
So here in LA, like things were they were shut down, then kind of open, then kind of shut down again. So it's been, kind of like on and off. So I would say for probably the first 3 months, I was making avocado toast and hot cocoa, just a whole of those two things.
Yep.
And hoping to get my own punching bag because I like boxing. So I was just doing a little bit of air boxing.
Oh, nice.
Looking out my window and doing some hikes and writing. And then some things kind of opened up. I was able to do an episode of Fitz and Friends, and then
we love some Fitz and Friends.
I did. I think the last episode came out a month and a half ago. So I'm trying to spring, summer, get it together, do 4 more episodes and kind of punch them out and then be done. It'll be the end of the second season.
Oh, that's pretty. So it's the end of the second season. I think when we talked to you last time, you were either just finished or were in the middle of the first season.
Yes, correct. So,
yeah.
I also thought I was going to be in season 2. I guess not.
What happened? COVID.
Yeah, that's right.
COVID
season 3.
And also the guilt hanging over me that I ruined your interviewing skills.
That's true. I mean, you would be just a physical reminder of her disappointment.
Failure.
But I can send some to be considered, Photoshop your head on Tom Cruise from Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
Along with a 7-minute monologue.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that sounds okay. Yeah. Okay. It'll be our Shakespeare.
Due by midnight.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's a rough one. You better get started.
It's a very competitive process.
We're fine. It's okay.
Hey, Robin, were you on like one of those judge shows?
I was. I was. When I first moved here, you did not see that. You came across that episode?
I
You
did.
Really?
I did, yeah.
That-
Justice
but-
with Judge.
I don't understand his.
Yeah, who was the judge? Because I couldn't make out the name.
Justice with Judge Maybelline.
That's it, Maybelline. Yeah.
Yeah, we had this whole story about how my boyfriend stole a recipe and gave it to me, and I'm in culinary school, and then it turns out it was the recipe of a friend of mine from culinary school. So we went to court about it. You know, the usual thing happens. All
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time
It happens to
everywhere.
everybody. We
That's
all have
happened
those
to you
type of
guys.
stories.
Yeah.
Well, so was that a true story?
Excuse me.
Did you win?
I did. I won. I think it was like $1,000.
But you didn't get.
Ooh.
No, because it's not real, unfortunately.
It's not real.
I heard that Judge Judy is real. That's like the only one.
I think.
Yeah. They're all
Dave,
fake.
to go ahead and send me that video.
Yeah, I will.
I'd
I'll
like
send
to-
it to you.
I would like to watch that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Find things. You just.
I'm good.
I don't know what devil or demon you talk to, but you do it.
I dig stuff up.
Well, it's obviously not like a good demon because it's like, all right, I'll get you some celebrities, but nothing bigger than Richard Karn.
Come on, we've been doing better. We've been getting some good people.
Robin Fitzgerald, Elizabeth, Fev.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not Fev, it's Ref. Damn.
I know. I was just in the new Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah.
Co-star. Yeah. So I don't know if you saw that like in the upcoming like
We saw it in the trailer.
Sure did. Mhm.
yeah. So
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
wasn't really,
exciting.
like- I didn't want to brag about it, but it's out there.
Yeah, that's not something to brag about.
What's the show can't go on? What was that?
That was it's a mockumentary style, kind of like
Yeah.
the dog show. What am I thinking of? Anyway, it was a mockumentary style comedy about like
Where'd she go?
What's it about?
Robin! Robin!
Well, I'll finish her sentence while we try to figure out what happened.
So let's figure out this dog show because I know exactly the one she's talking about. What was it called? What was that movie?
Wait, all right, so there's a dog show. Is there like a real dog show?
Yeah, no, it was a movie. It's funny as crap. I'm thinking the woman from Schitt's Creek
Airbud.
is on it.
Is it Airbud?
No, it's not Air Bud.
All right, so
Um,
let's figure out what this is about before she comes
Because
back.
obviously Robin is dropped. She'll be back.
Yeah, she'll be back. So let's try to figure out what it's about before she comes back.
Best in Show is the
Okay.
name of the movie.
Don't look up the plot.
I'm not looking it up. I'm just telling you the name of the movie.
I think it's
Best
going
in
to be
Show.
about dog abuse.
No, it's a dog show movie.
Oh, okay. Hey, have you ever heard about?
It's like it's a movie. It's what she was trying to say was it's a mockumentary.
Okay, my bad.
So it's kind of like a fake documentary about behind the scenes of a dog
Have you
show.
ever heard of Milo and Otis?
Yes.
You know that's like the worst movie ever.
Is it?
Yeah, they're real bad to the animals on that.
Really?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Let's just say Milo and Otis definitely weren't one dog and one cat.
Oh man, I hate to hear that.
Oh, I know, man. What's your favorite animal movie?
I'm not a big animal movie fan. Like I haven't been since Old Yeller. Old Yeller messed me up.
I don't need Old Yeller. I really like Mr. Popper's Penguins.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I watched it about 25 times as a child.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Oh,
here- I think she's coming. There she is.
Sorry about that.
oh, so
We lost you in the void.
I know. I really need a new computer. It's one of those times where honestly, it's plugged in, it's charging and plugged in, and if it accidentally gets knocked out, it will just shut off. And I
Yeah.
need it to work too.
I get it. I get it. So we figured out that the name of the mockumentary dog show movie was Best in Show.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like, like that concept. So it's a director who was based on her real experience, she was putting together like a show about like Orange County housewives, sort of like Orange is the New Black, but like using like purse or shoe language or whatever. And so it's like based on her experience of doing that, how like everything went wrong, like actors were awful, people quit, like everything happened that was awful that you can imagine. And so she made a film from that, and it was fun.
That's awesome.
Well, do you have a favorite animal movie? Because we were talking about that when you faded out. Mine's Mr. Popper's Penguins. Do you have one?
Oh, I haven't seen Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, you know what? I really like pigs. And I don't even think I've seen the entire Babe Pig in the City, but just because I like pigs, like I like the concept. I've liked some of it a little bit, but
did you like Charlotte's Web?
Charlotte's Web is great. I mean, that's a classic. Yeah, Charlotte's Web is great.
Well, should we get into some saving the world?
Are we saving the world today?
I think we are. There's some trouble in the Middle East.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's back. We solved it before, but let's get to it.
Okay, we're ready. Robin, are you ready?
I'm ready. And I would just like to quickly say, I think you sort of saved the world with that person. Oh, you didn't say that on camera. With your rent living situation.
Yeah, so we had a renter in our building that her purse was stolen and had the rent in it, and she was going to give us her last $100, and we didn't take it because that's terrible. You don't want somebody to be out of money completely. So we're gonna figure it out with her.
So
you didn't take it. I took it.
Please go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just pointing out that was a good deed that just.
Yes, thank you very much. It was really good until Brett ran out and told her, "Give me my money."
Yeah, I kicked her in the back of the knee and took her money. It was great.
Yeah. Well, now you just give that to your dad, and then everyone's even.
There we go.
No, I don't like
that's how it works. Yeah, I know. That's why it's too opinionated. We're constantly battling. But today we're doing Brett Saves the World.
Typically, both of us tape 2 yardsticks to our chests. So if we ever get too close to each other, we'll poke it and be like, "Hey, get out of my hair." That's the thing that we do. All right, so
we should do that, like for real.
No.
It would be for like one day or one segment. That'd be kind of funny.
All right,
yeah, just a little short.
Well, since we're on Patreon, if you want to pay for the yardsticks, Patreon people, go ahead. That's fine.
All right, Brett, it's your show.
All right, so I do want to say, if you're going to send in questions, if you could do me a favor and tell me if I can read out your full name or not, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, if you don't tell us, we're reading it. We're going to give your address, your phone number, your email, everything. Social security number, all of it.
Close. I'm just going to say their first name.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So it's going to be like kind of like, Brett in St. Albans, that type of thing.
I'm not going to say the location either, I don't think. Just the first.
Gosh.
Is that okay, Michael?
Hey, it's your show.
Damn right it is. All right. This is from Jeremiah from definitely not Wisconsin. All right. So
it's definitely not Wisconsin.
It's Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Maybe his last name is Bullfrog.
No.
It was such a I'm going to be nice to you and laugh.
That's true. That's true.
All right. So he asked if you have one wish to change anything in pop culture or just Hollywood in general, what would you wish and what would you change? I guess that's the same question. Dad, does anybody have anything, or do we need to think for a minute?
If you could change one thing in pop culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It's a tough.
I know mine.
All right, let's hear it.
I would go back and do the prequels for Star Wars immediately following the original movies, and then I would go straight into the sequels, and I would do Heir to the Empire from Timothy Zahn instead of this nonsense that they actually did. That's what I would change.
Yeah, I think mine was actually Star Wars related as well, but I'm gonna change it now.
Nerd.
All right, I think.
Robin's answer is probably better.
Yeah, I think so too. But don't put it on the spot if you're gonna have one.
So I don't know if I would change this because it's funny in hindsight, but like this, but lately I've been thinking about, because I do little things for like my Instagram sometimes, of how funny some of the old like pop culture movies of, like, let's say like The Devil Wears Prada or like She's All That, where it's like they make such a big deal about these people who are like fine. Like the girl, like in Devil Wears Prada, they're like, "Oh my God, who is that monster? Like, she's awful." It's like her hair is kind of frizzy because it's clearly affected by the humidity, and she's dressing from the Gap. But other than that, like, she's not the biggest disaster you've ever seen in life.
Well, She's All That. It was basically she had her hair up and wore glasses.
Exactly. And they showed all these other people that would be so much harder to make over, and they're like, oh, no way. But that was like, then they show her and she's like cute and just has like a ponytail, glasses, and like, that's going to be so hard. I don't know. Yeah. So would I change that? Maybe. But it's also kind of funny in hindsight.
Well, so what if you did it with a guy instead of a girl?
Okay.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you could reverse it.
That's true.
What would that be though? Would that be like he's got the pocket protector and then he takes that off and he's, you know, he puts on a.
What would the equivalent be? I mean, I guess they would have to be a bad dresser in some way. It would have
to be, right?
But so it would be.
Maybe you give them a fancy goatee or a mustache or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or their clothes are like really baggy, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. A guy would be tougher.
And then they're like, isn't that guy a size 42 and he's actually wearing a 50? I don't even know what.
That's a large man, Robin.
A big boy. I'd watch that though. I would totally watch that show.
Also, this is for about 2 minutes ago, but bad phrasing. But
what,
all right.
What'd I mess up with the phrasing?
What if he did it with a guy?
Sorry. Oh, okay, all right. I guess.
Made me chuckle. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I think
sophomoric, but okay.
I think what I would do, not a guy, would be. I think I'd put me in pop culture. Is what I would do.
Okay? So how would you put yourself in pop culture?
In everything I want to be in, I'm in. That's what I would do. I'd be Captain America. That's what it would be. Would it be better? No.
Music and movies and like every single thing. Is that what you mean? Like everything?
Yeah.
But would you just be in the background, or would you be a star?
Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Or you could even bring like tap dancing back, like a tap dancing segment.
Okay. I want to bring musicals back. I want to make them more common. I want everything to have be a musical. That's what I want.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that sounds fun.
What if the show was everything, you were exactly like you are, but everything that you did turned into this huge hit? So you know, if you released an album, you would sing exactly like you sing now, but it would just be this monster hit. What if you did that?
I think I would learn no life lessons.
No, but it'd be funny.
I think an important part of life is learning that that you kind of suck.
How old were you when you figured that out?
I think I just exited the womb, dude. I mean,
I can tell you when it happened with me. I was like 16. I figured out, I was like, you know what? You were not all that.
As soon as I laid eyes on both of my parents, I'm like, I'm screwed.
Your mother's not going to be happy with that.
Hopefully not.
How old were you, Robin, when you figured out, okay, maybe I'm not the best?
I think I was in kindergarten, and I brought this we had to bring in like a leaf or something, and I brought in a purple leaf, and I thought it was so like it was pretty. I was like, I bet no one else brought in a purple leaf. Like I was super excited about it. And then this bully of a girl picked it up and crumbled it right in front of me. And then I didn't even have a leaf to bring for it. And I think that was that was early on. I was like, oh, and then it changed. But then to get her back on Valentine's Day, because my sisters are like 5 and 6 years older than me. She was like, we're gonna get her back. So on Valentine's Day, like for a paper Valentine, she wrote like, love Big Bird, your brother. And that was like getting her back. Like we thought that was like hilarious. That to this day is scarred by Big Bird.
That's a sick burn.
What if
right? It's
now? What if it was something so out of left field, like for Dad? What if she said something so bizarre? She's like, she crumpled my leaf, so to get her back, we made a cage out of bamboo sticks and sticks for months. Like, holy
That girl, Taylor Swift.
probably is.
That would have made the funnier if it turned out to be somebody famous.
Do you want to cut and then edit and we'll go back and I'll be like, and it was Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because there used to be a guy named Paul Harvey, and he was a radio guy, and he did this segment that was called The Rest of the Story. So he would tell this whole story for like 20 minutes or whatever, and then he would kind of reveal who he was actually talking about or what he was actually talking about. And it was always somebody famous or something, and it'd be like, and now you know the rest of the story.
Well, I think
that's the way we should have told that story.
I think we're missing the obvious ending to the story. So in kindergarten, this girl crumpled Robin's leaf, and then decades later, she stole her money at McDonald's.
I know. I didn't want to say it on camera, but it's true.
I thought so. All right. Well,
Number 2.
Do you guys hear that though?
What is it?
I think fighting just stopped in Israel. What? Right,
I think we're saving the world.
I'm pretty sure that's a joke that I find funny, but I do find it funny.
I tried to go with it this time. You caught me off guard last time with that nonsense.
All right, so the next one, I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of tailor for our comic book knowledge, Dad. But I'm like,
what are you drinking, Robin?
A pink drink.
I know. I saw that. It's very very girly.
It's called a pink drink, but
you misogynist prick. It's very girly.
What's in it? What's in it?
It's coconut milk, some kind of, or like the strawberry refresher from Starbucks, and then little probably like packaged like processed strawberries that they like throw in, but it's still kind of good.
Yeah, I'd take that back. I'd drink that.
What's in it?
I'd drink that.
All right. So I did kind of tailor this for our comic book knowledge. I'm going to change it up a little bit just to
make
it a little more exclusive. All right. So who is a character from anything? So books, movies, not movies, books or comic books or just books in general that you are disappointed that you haven't seen on screen yet. So I kind of stumbled over this.
Okay. So an adaptation that we haven't seen yet.
What's an adaptation that you wish you've seen or wish that they've done but haven't done yet? Yeah.
All right. Yep. I've got one.
Okay.
Three Investigators.
They've done that. Not good, but they've done it.
They didn't do it good though. But they haven't done it in the U.S. They did it in Sweden. Does that count?
No, they did it they did it on Disney.
Oh. Okay. All right, I'll keep thinking.
All right.
I'll put the pressure on Robin.
I think there's a superhero waiting to happen in Curious George.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Like he's super curious and kind of like stumbles into mischief, but he drinks some kind of like a potion, maybe perhaps a pink drink of some sort.
Yeah.
And he he's able to cure cancer and to help people out of, So maybe he was causing the mischief, and then he had a whole change of life, and now he kind of helps people out of little jams.
Maybe he solves crime.
Well, maybe we can get him to fight the new Clifford.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would.
I will say there is a comic book character called Detective Chimp. And if you can't figure out what he does, I got to tell you, you're not very smart because he's a detective chimp.
He teamed up with Batman once.
Yeah, well, he's a chimp, obviously. Come on, man.
So how about this one? How about there was a series of books by Lloyd Alexander.
That's from Terry, by the way. I forgot to say it.
Good job, Terry. Prydain Chronicles was the name of the series. So technically, Disney did adapt the second book in the series as the Black Cauldron, but it wasn't that good. So what about the series as a whole was like an actual series, not a cartoon? Would that count?
Michael, I am so sick of hearing about this.
It's a great series of books, Brett.
Not something that you haven't mentioned before.
Well, you asked the question.
For books, I would have really liked to see like a good adaptation of Salem's Lot, or even like a good adaptation of Walking Dead. But considering we've gotten both of those, I won't say it. But I think I'll go. Sorry, Robin, I'm kind of excluding you, but I think I'd go Booster Gold. Yeah, I think I'd like to see him.
We haven't seen a good Booster Gold yet. We have seen one on Smallville.
Then Blue Beetle.
Well, we got Blue Beetle coming.
No, the old one, the Ted Corbin, the fat one.
Ted Corbin? Yeah, I'm in for that. Ooh, Justice League International?
No, damn it, no. There needs to be, there should be more fat superheroes or even chunky superheroes. And
did you see that they're adapting that stupid cat series?
Warriors?
Yeah.
I've read a solid 3 of those when I was in high school, and they're the worst books I've probably ever read. I'm not going to see that. Actually, to be honest, I might.
You'll watch it.
Actually, maybe we can do an episode on it.
All right. I think Clifford wins. Clifford wins this round. Not Clifford. Curious George wins this round.
I want to see Clifford versus George. That's what I want to see.
I'd love to see that. Yeah.
Sounds good. But I would like them both to be really innocent movies, and then Clifford versus George be like ultra violent. I think that'd be very fun.
That would be very funny.
Out of nowhere.
George like whips out like a huge sword or something and just like
It'd be perfect. It would be perfect. All right, so we're
making things better.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. We're saving the world.
Absolutely.
Save the world.
You guys hear that? Some guy in the backyard just peeled off his Trump sticker. We're doing it. All right. I think we have one more from Alicia. Or I guess Alicia, right?
Alicia, I think is probably right.
Okay. All right. This one is for you, Robin. If you could have any one person on your show, who would it be?
Oh,
that's a good one.
I've been thinking about this actually, because I would love to do like an interview with like Mark Wahlberg or Tom Hanks and talk about like the really old things. Like no matter what they want to talk about, just be like, Good Vibrations was such an amazing song. Or when he was like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Or like Tom Hanks and like Bosom Buddies. And like, even if they want to talk about something else or something more relevant or what they're doing, just keep like bringing it back to that regardless. That would be fun. I would like to do that.
I actually love that idea. What if you can't get Marky Mark, but you get the Funky Bunch? Or you can't get Tom Hanks, but you get the other Bosom Buddy.
Yeah.
That's our show. That's what we do.
That's a great idea too.
I actually like that. So you get something that was popular at the time, but they've moved way past it. But that's all you focus on.
Exactly.
I
Just
love that.
Well,
And
for
just bring
this,
it back, like totally dismissing everything else, or kind of just like interesting, but really I'd like to get back, and then you just keep bringing it back there. I think it'd be so fun to do like a mock interview that way and just have them get so mad.
Yeah.
well,
I
let's-
love it. What if you could do effects like the filters where you're talking with Tom Hanks and you can actually make him into the woman from Bosom Buddies,
Oh,
but he's getting mad about it, like he doesn't like it.
that would be great too.
I don't think you'd want
I'd
to
watch that show.
somebody who could have saved 9/11.
Who could have saved 9/11? I missed the first part.
Oh.
Marky Mark.
Mark Wahlberg claims he could have stopped 9/11. That's something that he said he could.
Really? I see, and I would imagine he's, or I've heard, I don't really know. You hear things about people, you don't really, know the truth, but I've heard that he's not the nicest. So I would imagine him getting even more upset than like anyone else, and I just think that would be
Oh,
really
he's
fun.
so good. I would watch that show. We need to start a podcast just like that. But it's one of those like we don't tell them ahead of time what's coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretend like you have the nerves to do that, Dad.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the right host for that show.
I've
but
seen you pacing. Me neither.
Yeah, I'm too nice.
You guys want to do alive and dead for this question, or just alive?
No, let's do Alive and Dead.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go.
Well, so I didn't give you an alive, but and it's not a funny answer, but William Shatner is who I want on the show, or Jennifer Garner, because she's from Charleston, West Virginia, and none of her reps will answer any of my emails. And it makes me sad. I'm like, she's from here. She'll want to help.
I don't think she cares.
I think if I could just get a hold of her, I could talk her into coming on the show.
Well, I
But I
think
can't get past these bozos that represent her.
maybe she doesn't want to get a hold of Michael.
Now William Shatner's people, they're nice enough to send me and be like, "Hey, thanks for asking, but Bill he just can't do it right now." They at least answer.
You know what you could try to do? Find out where the kids go to school and just like wait outside.
Just
like,
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disguised or something, and then
No,
just
I
say-
gotta wear like a mountaineer outfit or something referencing West Virginia, so
Robin,
she knows that I'm from
Would
West.
you like to be
This
my
crazy person's actually from where you're from.
Would you like to be my new host, Robin? Because mine's about to get arrested.
Well, it was my idea, so I would kind of feel bad, but sure. Then I'd get
Yeah,
over
there
it.
you go. Yeah, there you go. Somebody's gonna have to fill
Do you
in.
have anybody who has passed away who you would have liked on your show?
Me.
Yeah.
So many that I think are interesting. For some reason, like I find a lot of dead musicians
Mm.
really more interesting.
Ooh.
I don't know why, but I would love to have David Bowie or Kurt Cobain.
That would be cool. That would be. I don't know much about Kurt Cobain because he died before I was born, but David Bowie would be cool.
Yeah, either one of those would be a fascinating conversation.
Well,
I'm with you. You could pick so many musicians, and they would all be good conversations.
well, because they're all crazy.
Weird, yeah, they're all crazy.
And that past like 30 years before 2000s, they were nuts. What about you, Dad? If you had someone,
I'd probably go Adam West or Stan Lee.
yeah. See, both of my heroes are dead, Adam West and Stan Lee. So
Yeah,
I would probably pick Stan Lee. But
maybe
oh.
Gene Roddenberry, who passed away on my birthday. And it
yeah,
was
don't pick Stan Lee. You
devastating.
can have Gene Roddenberry.
But then would you ask about that? Like, hey, so the day that you died happened to be my birthday. So you died. I was celebrating.
Yeah, so what's up with that?
What would you say to that? Oh, well, congratulations.
Come on, Gene.
So I think dead would be Stan Lee. But if I had anybody like alive, I think I would choose Sylvester Stallone, because that would just be atrocious for audio. Dad, you do all these interviews. Would you please ask me Sylvester Stallone a question?
So what's the new movie about, Sylvester?
Well, it's typically the Mexican. No.
Try again. Let's try again.
I got to
Let's
do
try
my
again.
phrase.
You
Adrian.
said you got a new TV show coming out this year, Sylvester. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, we're using a fist again, and I'm gonna punch, and then punch again. That was Trump. That was Trump. That was boxing Trump. I can't.
Hey.
Oh, that was good. I can do a Green Day impression.
Yeah, no, you can't. I heard that earlier.
You say Green Day?
Yeah.
On our
Yeah.
podcast that we just recorded, I guess today's been full of impressions that I thought I could do, because on our podcast I was like, "Hey, you want to hear my Green Day impression?" And
Yeah, let's hear it.
all the small things, true care, true brings.
It hasn't improved.
Yeah, all right.
Do you do any impressions, Robin?
I don't do like voices, but I'll do like I don't do voices, but like I'll do I do like sometimes like little things for Instagram that can be like inspired. Like when I was talking earlier about how I watched The Devil Wears Prada, I did like an audition for Meryl Streep's character.
Oh,
So it's
that's
not
hilarious.
like 100% her voice, but like I just took the content and like changed it and improvised it to like reflect how ridiculous it
Yeah,
was.
that's actually pretty awesome. So can you do a little bit of that?
Sure. Okay. I said, go ahead. Hire the girl who likes grilled cheese, whose hair is visibly affected by the humidity, who has no idea how much I hate Jacqueline Follet, because she's smart. But you've been my biggest disappointment by far. So let's see if you can create an actual land of Narnia in my twin's closet by 3 p.m. today. So that's it.
Oh my God, I watched that. You need to make that a show. Every episode, you do somebody different.
I hope that this past 5 minutes doesn't get clipped out for a YouTube's cringiest moments of 2021.
That's what hey, we would be flattered, right?
My Stallone impression, I
Right.
think I genuinely got embarrassed. I thought I could do a Stallone.
Everybody thinks they can do Stallone.
I do want to say
Like
that
Arnold.
my girlfriend Morgan
To
is
the
very
chopper.
good at impressions. Don't ask her because she'd probably die of embarrassment, but she is very good at
Who's good at it?
Morgan.
Morgan's good at impressions?
Yeah, she is.
Who does she do?
She can do anybody. The one I'm if she hears that she can do it, it's pretty dope.
Well, we need to have her on just to do impressions.
Yeah, no, she'll hate that. But we'll go around the house like doing different impressions, calling each other mean names. And, well, actually, we both play
Love.
it's called Red Dead Redemption 2, and there's this cowboy on there who always like calls this other cowboy. So we go around the house all the time going Arthur, and that's a lot of fun. It's Arthur. Like what?
All right, I kind of like that.
Yeah,
It sounds fun.
we're adorable, man.
Yeah, I know. You guys are pretty adorable. So,
Is she like Aubrey Plaza? It's like a picture you with like the Parks and Rec, like a Chris Pratt, Aubrey Plaza, Parks and Rec.
Did I say Morgan? I meant Aubrey.
yeah, that's
on-
exactly right.
That's on.
You do a pretty good Christopher Walken.
Oh, dang it!
Ooh.
Knew I could do one.
Yeah, that's it. You want to throw that out there?
I can try, but it's been a while.
All right, don't mess it up.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard Christopher Walken forever. Gonna need a little more cowbell, and I'm getting there.
It's not bad. You just got to
Yeah.
warm it up.
What are you doing? I had to put a pocket watch up my butt, and
What?
Pulp Fiction, he put a pocket watch up his butt.
Oh, a pocket watch. Okay.
You're gonna have to give me a bit because I sounded more like the Bee Gees a little bit.
I like your Christopher Walken. You just rusty.
It's been a while. It's been like 2 years.
I know. We used to do it on the podcast all the time.
Yeah, we did. It made me happy. It was
The good old days. Back when we were just using, I don't know, a cell phone or something to record
back
on.
when you were less big-headed.
You can use the rest of the pandemic as like work on Christopher Walken because I'm this close.
If I did that, that would make it 100 things that I'm using the pandemic for that I'm just not doing. Fun fact, I was supposed to learn sign language about 6 months ago. I didn't. I was supposed to lose some pounds about 6 months ago. I didn't.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. So Robin, what did you plan to do during the pandemic, but you didn't do?
I wanted to do like at least like put 2 more of my episodes out during the pandemic, and I
Yep.
didn't do that. And I did want to write a little bit more. I wrote a pilot at the beginning of it, and I wanted to write like a follow-up episode, and I haven't done a follow-up episode yet.
Slacker.
And probably work out more and probably stop drinking hot chocolate.
Well, we all had that. We all had the workout issues going on.
But I think, tell me if I'm wrong, Dad, but I think you and I stopped releasing content altogether. Maybe you didn't, but
Well, we didn't stop altogether, but we definitely slowed way down because it got difficult where we're used to being in the same room.
well,
And we hadn't opened up studio yet, and it was difficult there through the summer, especially.
the hardest thing about podcasting when during the pandemic was I got sick, and we had to kind of stop posting.
Oh yeah, he did. So Robin, he figured out that he's got the same problem that I do, which is celiac disease. So it's like it's a gluten allergy, but on steroids. It's so I've had it under control for like 20 years, but he just started getting sick with it at the beginning of last year, and we couldn't figure out why he was airheaded and struggling so bad to concentrate and stuff. And then we figured out it was wheat.
Yeah, so it's very similar to Hashimoto's, right? Or
it can be, yeah. A lot of the symptoms are similar.
yeah, my sister has that. I know that could be, and you have to really stick to that diet and
yeah. Oh, it messes you up, and it really does impair your cognitive functions. So I was trying to figure out. I was like, what in the world is wrong with you? Why can't you focus?
Well,
but now it's all better.
I do have one more question, and we can start wrapping up. This
Okay.
is from Brett from West Virginia. How great is Robin Fitzgerald? I think pretty great.
I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, and she's like a 9.4.
8.
I gotta give her a little bit of room. Come on.
3.
A what?
8.3. No higher.
Oh well. Okay. Yeah. I may have went high. I always go higher than you, though.
That's fair. I'm a tough critic.
wow.
And an
very
asshole.
cute. Thank you. Both of the ratings were great. Thank you so much.
That Russian judge.
9.4.
That's like that averages out to let's see, probably like a 8.9, something like that. That's
great.
solid.
You know what? Let's just give her a full 10. We'll round up.
A full 10.
No room for growth. Exactly.
That's right. You're as perfect as you're ever going to be.
Perfect is never going to be. So forget that crumbled leaf. Forget like realizing that I sucked at age 5. Now I'm a 10. There's no room for anything.
The question is, what really did the leaf represent? Obviously, it wasn't a leaf. What was it?
Yeah, it was just like a bully. It made me so sad. I thought like this person was my friend, and I was so excited about this leaf. So it was like the world can just crush you when you're 5.
It was a baby.
The leaf was a baby. What's that from?
It's the series finale of MASH.
Oh, from MASH. Yeah, it was was it a chicken?
It was a chicken.
The chicken was the
I
baby.
do want to say, Robin, since this is Patreon, I think we can throw just a little bit of shade. We have had some terrible guests, and you are not one of them. So I'm very appreciative of you coming back, and I've had a lot of fun, actually.
Thank you. I have you guys are so much fun, and I so appreciate you having me, and always a great time.
Yeah, you've always been Brett's favorite guest.
You have enough
Yeah.
for me to make a Facebook post about it, which is a big deal.
I thank you. I saw that, and it was promoting, and I was promoting my show too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think I was just eating some chili. I was like, you know what?
You do your best thinking with chili.
My God, I do.
I remind a lot of people of chili.
All right.
Well,
Well,
so wait a minute, Robin. Before you go, you got to give us, where we can find all your stuff. So where are you on social media?
Okay,
What?
so Instagram, robinelizabeth.13. That's long.
Why?
So it's first name, middle name, dot 13.
Yeah.
So
Why
that's Instagram.
13?
Why 13? I have a 13 tattoo as well. This is deep for the wrapping up a conversation. I
Right?
had a boyfriend that passed away years
Oh.
ago, and 13 was his number for like sports that he played. So
What sports did he play?
he had played soccer.
Oh, that's tragic. So you were in school when that happened?
Yeah. So I mean, it was a long time ago, and then the number, had stuck, and so like a little memory of him. So yeah.
Dad has a tramp stamp.
It is. You said dad does. So we both do. So we both do.
It's I don't know if you ever seen the Jaws poster, but it's the shark coming out of the water, but it's on his lower back.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I believe it. I
Of
absolutely.
all the
believe
things that I regret, thank God that is not one of them.
That's
you
actually,
should get your background just as it is, as a tramp stamp, like, and be like, I'm bringing it back, and then
Bring it back. I just own it.
bringing back the tramp. And then you could be like, yeah, hashtag bringing back the tramp stamp. And it's a picture of you with this background, like tattooed on the back, and like your thumbs up.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that. So is 13, is that your only tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually pretty awesome. That's pretty cool.
I poked myself with a pin a couple times but that didn't stay. That washed.
Yeah, it washed right out. So where else, Robin? Keep going.
Oh yeah. So
We-
Robin
we
Elizabeth.13 is Instagram, and YouTube, Robin Fitzgerald on YouTube, and it's my like cartoon avatar, because I mean there are a few Robin Fitzgeralds, but it's my cartoon avatar, and there you'll find season 1 of Fitz and Friends, the first 2 episodes of season 2. I started doing mini segments in season 2, so more to come with that. And then Facebook is Robin Elizabeth, and that's it. I try to just not overwhelm myself with any more social media.
Well, I do want to put all of this like in our show notes, so it'll be pretty easy to find.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Frankly,
Yeah, he's very good about that.
Awesome. Thank
we'll
you
do
so much.
Well, thank you.
So when's the new episode of Fitz coming out?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out and crank them out. And even because I have a lot of them written, and it's more like, which one is next? Who do I want to cast?
Brett
in that?
Law.
What?
I'm
Brett
busy.
Law. You're always busy. Never
Sorry.
mind.
Oh, for them all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Too bad.
He's just gone like so Hollywood A-list on us, like immediately from the beginning of the episode to the end. But that's
And
typical.
I am such a diva.
Brett,
Sorry.
have you told Robin about your short film?
Dad, do not talk to me before my coffee.
Have you heard about this, Robin?
And it was really good. I saw one.
Yeah, the one where of the shelf.
Yes,
Shelf
I
life.
loved that. It was really good and really creative and well done.
I love that. Yeah, that's like the best thing I've ever done, which is kind of sad.
I love it. That's my it's my favorite short.
Thanks, Dad.
Cracks me up. All right, you go ahead, Brett. I'm gonna shut up. I keep taking
All right.
over.
Anything else? Because I want to start wrapping up.
Wrap up.
Oh,
All right.
I thought you were asking me. I guess you would be asking me.
Damn it, Robin. Robin says it's okay, so go ahead.
Robin, I don't ever talk to you like that. I promise. I don't like that. I like you. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening, and thank you for paying your $1 for this episode. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So yeah, we'll be back next week. But Robin, thank you most of all for coming in, watching, or being on it. You didn't watch nothing.
You want to do that again?
Oh, I nailed it.
And don't they get 4 episodes for $1?
Oh, damn, yeah.
So it's like a quarter for this one.
Thank you for your quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, you cheap bastard. That's all you give us is a quarter? The hell are we gonna do with that?
A gumball? Do they still
A
have them?
gumball.
As always, Robin, we wanted to have you on our regular show, but we were talking about something maybe you weren't too interested in. So you're always welcome for any of our shows.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to. No, I was. It was. I had so much fun. I loved it. But yeah, anytime.
Good,
You know
good.
where to find me. I would love to be on.
Okay, can I pitch a show real quick before we go, Brett?
I guess.
So you know those jelly beans, that the nasty ones that are the gross flavors?
They're called
What-
Bean Boozled.
Yeah, Bean Boozled. What if we did a show where you took those and you mixed them with a bunch of regular jelly beans, and the show is just people going around and picking one out? It's kind of like playing Russian roulette with jelly beans, and then you record the reactions,
That's fun.
You know
and
what?
you could give prizes. You know, if
I
you
would
get
watch
through
it.
without,
I would
getting
pay.
a
I
bad
would go far. I'd pay 45 cents for that episode.
there you go.
I'll tell you what, Dad.
We'll get random people to play, and then we'll give them a prize if they don't get a bad one.
What if every time we annoy each other on Too Opinionated, we just go eat a jelly bean? And,
Ooh, I like that. Or maybe the electric shocks.
no, I don't do shocks, man. Just freak me out.
The
Every time we
electric
get annoyed, you,
slide. If someone says something annoying, they have to do the electric slide.
Ooh.
Podcast too. You'd have to choreograph it with your words. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's big punishment. You could pick a different one every episode. Like a jelly bean. Then you have to do the electric slide. Something embarrassing.
Yeah, the Dougie.
Get a tramp stamp of
Oh
my
my gosh.
Meister.
Oh yeah, I do have a bean tramp stamp. That's very true. All jelly bean.
Oh, jelly bean.
Dad, would you do this if I got some jelly beans? Would you do that with me?
Maybe.
I want to more than that.
I got to think about it. I don't like gross things.
All right. All right. Well, Robin,
All right. Well, so much fun. Have a swell, bringing back the word swell, evening.
you have
Yeah.
a smaller one.
Okay.
Explode.
Thank you.
That's the best. All right, hold on, everybody.